So how fast can you lose weight? That's what we'll explore in today's video. We'll go over the pros and cons of various rates of weight loss and give you our final recommendation. All right, before we dive in, let's make sure we're on the same page. So, first off, remember that weight naturally fluctuates. And now it might fluctuate for any number of reasons, whether that be hydration levels and water retention, or carb intake, or sodium intake, or where you are on your menstrual cycle, or even gastrointestinal content. So with so many things affecting your weight day to day and week to week, the rates of weight loss that we're going to be talking about, remember, this is going to be an average over several weeks. We want to make sure that we're not drawing any conclusions or making any sort of nutritional adjustments based on just one weigh-in. It tends to lead to a lot of unnecessary overcorrecting. It's kind of like if you're driving your car, you want to make sure you take nice gradual turns rather than suddenly jerking the wheel from side to side. Treat weight loss and your nutritional adjustments the same way. And second, you want to make sure you keep similar weigh-in conditions. We want to account for as many variables as possible as we track our weight loss. So what we'd recommend is taking your weight first thing in the morning, after your first bathroom visit, but before you eat or drink anything. You also want to weigh in 1 to 2 times a week so you can start to develop an average weigh-in that will allow you to make better decisions and better adjustments. All right, the first rate of weight loss that we're going to talk about is a bit more of an extreme pace. This is losing anywhere from 1 to 1.5% of your body weight each week. Now remember, this is an average over several weeks. You might actually lose this amount in your first couple days or first week. But if you continue losing at that pace, then we tend to run into problems. One of the biggest problems is that there's a much higher likelihood that you'll be losing muscle mass during the weight loss process. And losing muscle mass is just not what we want to do. It's not going to be good for our health. It's going to lower our resting metabolic rate, so how many calories that you burn just at rest. And generally speaking, you're probably not going to be happy with how you look. We want to maintain that muscle mass so that we have something to show as the fat decreases. The other problems with such an extreme rate of weight loss is that our mood and our energy tend to take a nosedive. So we feel terrible, our mental acuity is out the window, we don't have much energy for our workouts, they feel terrible. Heck, we don't even have much energy for everyday activities with our friends and family. There's also a much higher rate of rebounding after everything is done. So with all that together, this just really isn't a pace that we recommend trying out yourself. Next rate of weight loss that we want to talk about is a bit of a slower pace, or about 0.5 or less of your body weight per week. Now, while at first this might sound appealing because of course slow and steady wins the race, there's problems with this pace as well too. First off, it takes forever. Now, as we're losing weight and as we're restricting calories, this is not something that we want to do forever. We want to do it for a shortened period of time and then switch to maintenance mode. Losing weight and dieting forever is not a lifestyle. So if you're losing at such a slow pace, again, you're going to be doing it forever. That's incredibly mentally fatiguing and very demoralizing. Second problem we have with this slow pace is that it's really hard to track metrics. If you're losing such a small amount each week, and if you remember the body naturally fluctuates weight day to day and week to week, it can be really hard to tell if you're going in the right direction. This can mean a lot of wasted time. So while it might sound good to go in these very small steps, it's actually detrimental in the long run. And this brings us to our third option, our Goldilocks option, a more reasonable pace of 0.5 to 1% of your body weight each week. This allows us to minimize muscle loss as we lose weight, keep our mood and energy up, and it's a lot more motivating to see the changes week to week. Hope this helped. Let us know any questions in the comments below. And if you want to take the guesswork out of weight loss, check out Nerd Fitness Online Coaching. We have a team of awesome coaches that can help you overcome any obstacle and smash your fitness goals. Also, check out these videos that can help you on your weight loss journey.